Meanwhile, good news today for borrowers. Bad for everyone else, though. The Reserve Bank cut official interest rates by 0.25 basis points from 3.85% to 3.6%, which had Treasurer Jim Chalmers happy and claiming credit.
It will put more money in the pockets of people who are under pressure. It means $109 a month for every $700,000 owed, and the three cuts this year together are about $330 a month, or almost $4,000 a year.
But the bad news. The bad news is that the Reserve Bank also today said we're going to get poorer than it had thought. It had thought our productivity would go up by 1% a year for the next 2 years. Now it realised it was too optimistic. Productivity growth will be at a miserly 0.7% instead. But when it's bad news like that, the Treasurer is always keen to say we shouldn't blame him, not even after more than 3 years in the job.
We do have a productivity challenge in our economy. That challenge has been long-standing. It is also global, as the Reserve Bank points out, but it is substantial, and it is the government's primary focus, not just next week.
Joining me is our Tuesday regular, National Senator Matt Canavan, the former Resources Minister. Matt, great to see you. We've been getting poorer per person for some time, measured by disposable income. That doesn't look like changing much on these figures.
Unfortunately not, Andrew, and that graph you just displayed showed it starkly. But if you look at the right end of that graph, the cliff that has popped up on the scene of the last few years, the first term of the Labor government, is nothing like we've ever seen before. Labor productivity on that graph you just showed has fallen over 5% in the first 3 years of this government. And as you can see, I think you're putting it back up there now. There's never been a fall like that. I looked at it a few years ago, or a few months ago, sorry, and the biggest fall prior to that, over a 3-year period, was 0.6% back in the recession we had to have in Paul Keating's time. So this is just off the charts reduction, 5% compared to 0.6%. And it's taken the Labor Party a long time to wake up to the fact that the other thing that shows in that graph is that our disposable income is pretty much linked one-to-one with productivity. So as our productivity has fallen by that much, our disposable income on average in Australia has fallen too, and that's why people are feeling so tough and struggling to survive right now. Now, the government, as I say, is finally cottoned onto this. I criticised them 3 years ago when they had their Jobs and Skills Summit. And I said at the time, why aren't you inviting the Productivity Commission? Our productivity growth had been sclerotic up to that point, but not falling off a cliff like it is now. Why aren't you? They didn't even have the Productivity Commission come along to their Jobs and Skills Summit. Now they're doing a Productivity Summit next week, but it all seems sort of slapdash, this productivity roundtable. There seems to be no coherent or cogent messages, apart from a whole new series of tax increases that are being proposed. And no one's been able to explain to me, Andrew, how will an increase in taxes, going to help us be more productive and therefore get people's incomes up?